breaking bread with all my niggas, ain't no breaking me. I just write it how I see it, you can peep my speech. I just write it how I say it, ain't no faking me. I just write it how I say it, they replay for weeks. I be cooking what you looking for, who got the heat. Wrote these books on how to get it.
Welcome to another episode of Don't Worry How I See It. And to my right.
Oh, this your right. Oh, I'm J.O. What's up, man? How you doing?
We got a special guest, but we gonna let her introduce herself. To my left, I got who?
Oh, wait.
No, it's gonna be on
like,
YouTube.
Oh.
Let her go second.
My bad.
I'm gonna let her introduce herself, man.
I thought you said
No,
cute.
you introduce
Okay,
yourself.
I'm sorry,
Introduce
y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, it's your girl, D.W.I.S.I on the Lord, and I am. Can we start off?
No, you good. Go ahead, man. You good. You good.
Okay,
Go ahead.
it's your girl, D.W.I.S.I on the Lord, and I am a media personality. Y'all can check me out on Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. I do cook as well. Y'all can follow Boss Taste Catering as well.
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm with that.
Hey, how was your week, man? Let's get into it. How was your week, man?
Week was productive, you know. Shout out to everybody at Hillcrest High School. I just picked up a track and field job there, so I'm gonna be coaching the sprinters and hurdlers there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm I'm gonna pass down the legacy of information, of whooping ass and taking names.
The legacy of what?
Oh, don't even lie. You know I was called.
You was called a hurdles. I ain't gonna do that. Q, how was your week, man?
My week was alright. I honestly didn't really have too much going on. We've been talking about, that damn app been kicking my ass. But,
yeah, I told you. You're gonna have a toxic relationship with that
motherfucking
FanDuel, man.
Other than that, nah, I'm good, man. I'm alright.
Are you on FanDuel?
Man, that shit, hey, man, that's the worst. That's the worst relationship to be in. How was your week?
It was awesome. Did some filming for my show. It was good. Very productive. I can't complain.
How the show going?
Very good. Very good. New team. Just really.
Your team listen to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You shady as hell.
Thank you.
I'm just asking. Your team listen to you. That's all. I'm just asking.
We all respect each other. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because I know
You're shady
for
as
some
shit.
reason,
it's not the same
for
as
some reason,
other
my
cultures that we
team
got
is just
here.
Well, my week be good, man. My week was good. They laid everybody off at work, so that
Did they really?
they did. Yeah, it's bad out here, man. It's bad, but I'm still working, so that's good. But my week was great. I'm glad to have you here. I'm tired of y'all ass, y'all too.
Wow,
bro. I don't even know why I gotta keep telling y'all to say good morning to me. Say what
do
up,
you
bro?
hear that? Q,
Yes, do not get on my phone and just start a conversation, bro. I know. I see the face, Q. I see the face. Anyway, I told you last week we gonna have every week we gonna talk about what social media is referring to every week. So we gonna call this segment "What's Happening."
Okay.
So I seen it on TikTok, I seen it on IG, I seen it on Facebook, I seen the jokes, I seen the comments. So I'm gonna ask the whole panel, and I'm gonna let you lead it off. Who eats first in your house? All right. And when I say that, I mean you, your man, your kid, or does it matter, or you don't care? But who eats first in the house?
Honestly, I would say my man.
Okay.
He's the provider. He's the head of the household. So I would say my man and then my children.
I'm glad I let you go first. Yeah, I'm glad I let her go first. Keep going. Go ahead. Whatever you got.
No, that's
Okay. What about you, Q?
Kids, they go first.
That's your house. I'm just asking, dude. And bro, it's never wrong with your POV.
Yeah.
So in your house, your kids eat first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure they straight.
And that's your call.
Yeah, like for me, it's like go ahead, take care of them. Like some people may look at it as being backwards, but I'm last. I'm cool with that. Cause I always got to make sure they straight.
Oh, okay, JL.
Yeah, I'm cool with either or. Like for me, it don't matter. Most of the time, the woman is supposed to dictate that. Like, hey, the dad, the father, the man of the household, he gets the food first. Why? Because he's the provider. Like, he takes on the bulk of responsibilities in the house for those households that are not 50-50,
Oh shit.
No. I'm not, because your household is that. And we going back a couple episodes.
You said
last. Go
ahead.
It was like 80-20. It was like
I believe I
95-5.
Take care of everything.
Some crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you supposed to eat first, right?
I'm asking your opinion. I'm gonna tell you about my household. In your household.
In my household, for real, for me, it don't matter. Like whether it's me or the kids, like it don't matter. So as long as everybody eat, I'm cool.
Now, from what I've seen my whole life, I'm eating first.
Mm-hmm.
The man eats first. And to go back to what you said, when the man eats, that means everybody eats. Because he's the one that's bringing home the bacon. So if he eats first, that means the wife and the kids are already taken care of. So in my household, I do eat first.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma making sure I'm eating first. My mama making sure I'm eating. I don't care where I'm at. You know, I'm the oldest child, so I'm eating first. But when I eat, I don't touch my food until the ladies have their food. The kids have their food. But my plate is first. Even if I'm not home, it's getting put in the microwave. Or if lunch being made, mine's getting put up first. And that's all I've seen my whole life.
No.
From my grandma raising me, from my auntie and uncle raising me. When my uncle wasn't home, his plate is first, then we eat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I know. But I brought it up because I don't understand why it's a joke. Like why social media made it a joke, or why is it funny? Like it's no wrong. Like you say, your kids eat first, they eat first. That ain't wrong. But to turn it into a joke, like a man, if he say he want to eat first, like it's bad of him. No.
I think it's turned into a joke because a lot of families don't have family structure.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just people just wanting to live whatever way they want to, and in a family you can't do that. Like there's order,
and I'm glad
there's
you
a
said
hierarchy
that.
system. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't be like, oh yeah, if the woman fixed the food, she get to eat. Nah, that shit don't work like that. Like make sure your man, make sure you eat first. Make sure the kids, however y'all dynamic work, make it happen. But I think it has to be some structure in order.
I always say this: all the motherfuckers that's on there laughing and making jokes about it, they ain't got no man.
Usually, most of the time.
That's why they be quick to say my kid eat first. Okay, but do your ass have a man
Yeah, to cook for.
to cook for it? Because it's easy to get on there and say my kids eat first, but do your ass have a man? Like you said, you don't care at all in your house, so that's no problem. But if she fix your plate first, not an issue. If she fix your kid, that's your house.
Hey, that's crazy because you know what? Like most of the topics be from single women
With no fucking man.
That's crazy. Like
Exactly.
all the married happy ones, they just be put up.
You ain't never seen a married woman get on there and yell and want to holler what she ain't doing for her man.
What? Because they.
But hold on. But that goes back into we got a topic with that.
Oh,
Today.
go
we got
ahead,
a
go
topic
ahead,
with that
roll with
today.
it.
So do anybody else want to touch the eat who first before we get into the actual show?
Just make sure I got sweet baby rays on my chicken. We good.
Wow. All right. So this is accountability part 2. Like I told you guys, this is going to be broken up into three parts. So this is part 2. So we have a woman on the show to give her perspective on the topics that we are going to talk about accountability. So the first one we're going to get into is, are you too prideful to ask your friends? Now remember, these are your friends. So make sure we understand that these are your friends. These are the ones you kiki with. These are the ones you love. These are the ones you talk to. Are you too prideful to ask for financial help? Are you too prideful to ask for a shoulder to lean on? Are you too prideful to ask for anything with your friend? And if so, why? So I'm gonna let you lead that off, Q.
Well, as far as a shoulder to lean on, I mean the guys, we talk. We, if we feeling something or something going on, we talk, vent, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But financially, nah. I mean, I've never done it, and I don't know if it's pride or anything, but I just never thought to do it. I have a partner, so if something is off or something is needed, it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna talk to her, and we'll figure it out. But I've never thought to go holler at one of the guys, hey, bro, let me hold something. I don't know. It's just something like that. I feel like that should stay in house. Well, if you have that partner. Now, if you a single dude out here wilding or whatever, it might be different.
Why you gotta be wilding?
Right?
Why you gotta be
Usually
wilding?
that's the case.
Why he just can't be chilling, man?
He chilling. And
Go ahead, man. Go.
I see what you're
he's
saying.
chilling. No, it don't usually work out like that because he
if-
gotta be wilding.
if he ain't got no woman, he wilding. Okay.
He doing something
Yeah.
stupid. And he got caught in the jam. He like, hey, I gotta. What?
No,
I said he got caught in the jam. What?
no. That doesn't mean that's why he ain't got no woman, G.
No, he meaning like
No,
as far
I'm
as the
not
money
talking
shit.
about-
Oh, okay.
You cut me off of my thoughts,
bad.
man.
Like-
It wasn't even your.
we here,
Like even some guys I know, they get caught up in the in the gambling, And it's like, damn, bro, I'm fucked up until this day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people have asked, people have asked me, but the other way around, I can't see it.
Would that make you look at your homie differently?
No. I get it, shit happens.
So do you think if you ask one of us for help that we'll look at it differently?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because we won't. No.
Yeah.
I know I won't.
But no, like I say, I just don't think to ask. It never came to mind. It's always, well, I got this right here. We gonna talk.
So what if the whole household is messed up, you and your wife?
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
I think family would probably be the first option. And well, you know me, I'm super private, so
It's hell.
so I'm probably never gonna do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think I'm responsible enough to where I wouldn't be in that fucked up of a spot to where I gotta ask, one of the guys or whatever the case is. So, yeah, that's probably something I never do.
Okay. What about you?
I used to be very prideful because I do everything by myself anyway. But like the more I became closer to God, He made me realize that the people that's in your circle is there for you. Don't ever be ashamed or feel like you can't go to your friends. Your friends are like family. So if you can't go to them, they shouldn't be in your circle, period. But that's basically my stance on it. I just feel like as you elevate, you're going to start to realize that you cannot do everything on your own. You're going to need help at some point. And just keep those around you that, that you trust, that you could be vulnerable with, that can help you in the time of need.
So would you look at your friends differently?
If what?
If they call for help?
No, absolutely not, because that's what I'm here for. We supposed
that.
to, we a team at the end of the day, and we got to get to the finish line. We might have different goals, but success is what we aiming for. So, yeah, if it's anything that I could do, absolutely.
Okay. J.O.?
I agree. Like, I mean, there are going to be good and bad times, and when the bad times come, like, who really going to be in your corner?
Absolutely.
Like, it's the people that should be there when it was a good time. Like, I don't want to be in a position where, yeah, I'm fucked up, but then I got too much pride to hit you up like, man, I need some help. Like, and I've had those life experiences, so it's not like it can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, don't be prideful. Like, don't wait too late until all the damage is done and it's too far gone. Like say something. You know what I'm saying? And this topic is really touching to me because that's exactly how my father was. Like, he did exactly that. He was prideful. He was very secretive. He didn't really let nobody know nothing until he lost his house, and then he showed up to my doorstep with just some belongings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you, when that happened, did you hold him accountable? Like, did you? I understand he your father.
Yeah.
But did you have that talk with him?
Yeah, of course. Like, because when it happened, before that happened, I let him know, like, you always got a spot wherever I got a spot. Like, that's what it is. And when it happened, it was like, what's going on? Like, how did you get to this point? Because I tried to prevent us getting to this point. So, yeah, he had this moment, broke down and whatnot. And then it was like, for any man, okay, what's the game plan? What are we going to do from this point? Like, how do we build ourselves back up? And at that point, it was too far gone. At that time, mental health had been surpassed the situation where he was depressed, health was failing, limbs started deteriorating, and like at that point, like he mentally checked out, and it was just only a matter of time. So when somebody says like, "Man, I'm cool, I'm good," are you really cool? Are you really good? Like, bro, like you ain't gotta front for me, bro, I've been in the dirt and the dumps before. Like, I know how it is to be on the ground and, man, gotta ask somebody for help. It's okay, bro. Like, this is why I'm here. If I'm your real friend, you know, like, this is why I'm here.
Okay. Now, you know, I'm gonna look at it from a different angle. I'm gonna say, before I get into how I feel about it, I get everything you just said, but we've been knowing each other 30 plus years. Mm-hmm. If it ever get to a point that, and this for the you know, my close circle, if it ever get to the point that I'm not even an option, yeah, we'll have a problem. Mm-hmm. Like, to call me, like, for real, I don't care if I'm option 1, 2, 3, or 90. But if we up here kikiing and you can't even call me to say, bro, this going on, yeah, we'll have an issue. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll have our first argument. Like, it'll be bad off the strength of, like,
you feel like you blindsided.
Like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, so we ain't friends. Now, I'm not telling you to let me in your marriage. You know, I'm not telling you to let me into your, but if I'm not even an option, because you best believe, like, hey, I've been homeless before, so I ain't never too prideful to not make one of y'all an option. Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't saying y'all gonna be the first option. I'm not saying that, but ain't no way in hell at 35 years old that I'm gonna sit at home and be fucked up financially and just think that I'm just not, ain't got nobody to run to, because shit, we don't need to be doing this then. Yeah. But I put myself in a situation, like I say, that I can damn near make sure that I wouldn't. That I got too much pride mentally, meaning not too much pride to call y'all, but too much pride mentally to be fucked up financially. Mentally the same way. If I need to talk to somebody, I'm calling y'all. Like, I ain't never. But then again, like, I know the dynamic of us. Like, I know the dynamic that I could call and it'll be straight to the conversation. It won't be judgmental. It won't be. Yeah. It'll be place that I know I got some peace in. Yeah, for sure. I just feel like the friend word need to really have a meaning behind it. If you my friend, or you my bro, or you my sis, or you somebody I took in that I love, like, it need to have a real meaning behind it, not just somebody I want to call to kumbaya with and shoot the shit and talk about bitches and talk about niggas and spill the tea and all that. Like, no, I should be able to call you when real life shit happen. Yeah. You know, but I feel like I said, I should be held to that accountable. I should be held accountable of my friendship to you, or to you, or to anybody I consider the friend. I should be held accountable, and that should be both ways. Like, never feel like Tim just say we friends, but, like, are we really friends? Shit, test me. Let's find out. You know, I've been knowing y'all 30 plus years, so that for us, it ain't the conversation. But the guys that I consider my friends outside of this, like, they know, like, they could call me, and I believe I could call them. Now, granted, I've never been in a situation where I had to call somebody in my adult life, so that's good on my part. But I don't think I'm too prideful to do it. I think I'm too prideful to let it happen. So that's the difference. I'm not too prideful to, if it gotta happen, yeah. But I think I'm too prideful to let it happen. That's just not even financially. That's mentally. That's anything across the board. Because, like I told y'all episodes ago, like, a man, we got to be man at all times. Yeah. So people never really believe that we fucked up. Because, like you said, we always say we good. Yeah. But are you really good?
Yeah. A lot of times not.
And like you said, you keeping it in the house. Cool. That should be number one. But are you really? Is the house good enough to the point that I ain't got to call? And like you said, like, if I'm your friend, that's what I'm here for. My friendship need to really be tested to the point that let's find out. Let's find out if we really friends like we say we are, mentally, emotionally, shit. If I need a hug, let's find out, are we really holding each other accountable in our friendship? Because it's easy to say that shit, but are you really able to be that friend if that phone gets rang? Like, you don't been around, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I may be the first option when it come to my brothers and sisters. And it blow me a lot. Like, shit, it's the only time y'all reach out to me. But I don't know, maybe just some shit that come along with being the oldest and the position that I'm in life.
For sure.
That shit do blow me. But I understand, like, hey, it's part of me being the oldest. It's part of me, you know, it's part of me being who I am. That's why I set my life up the way I have it. But before we move on from here, because we got some things that tied into this, like, anybody else want to touch?
Man, like, whoever out there, whoever seeing this, don't be prideful to ask for help. Like, help is a lot closer than you think it is, so ask.
Oh, so, you know, I'm not going to mention her name, but I know she watched because she makes sure she write me on Facebook and tell us a good and a bad. I was at work one day, and she's sitting there, and I don't know what made me walk up to her, like, what's wrong with you? And she just cried. I'm like, Okay. I just like, you need a hug. She was like, I don't really like telling nobody my business. But she was like, something about you drawing me to you. And it's an older lady. I'm like, all right, what's wrong? So she tells me that she having financial situations that, you know, overdraft fees or some shit, which is the dumbest shit. Like, how do you charge somebody for some money they already ain't got? The dumbest shit with a bank. But that was on my heart for like a week. And, you know, the next time I seen her, I gave her gas money, but I didn't give it to her in the sense of I wanted her to feel like it was pity. So I just put it in her hand and I walked away and I said, I don't want to talk about this. That's what I told her. So, because I didn't feel like, I didn't want her to believe that she was in a situation that was so fucked up. I just wanted her to understand that it is people that help her. Yeah. And from that day forward, it was like me and her got a connection. Like, I could talk to her about anything. And I just met the lady. But she reminded me so much of my mom, because she has a younger son. Me and her son, I believe, had the same exact birthday. We both heard all that. So I just say that, like, never be too afraid to hold your circle accountable for the shit that y'all say y'all friends. Yeah. So I'm a move on and tie this into it, because I feel like the next conversation is, why is there so much competition between us as men and women? Like, it's always some shit on social media when a woman dogging a guy, or a guy dogging a woman. A man ain't got all five, a woman ain't got all five, or I can do bad about myself. So I sent y'all this in the group chat, and I'm gonna let you lead this one out, JL. What is it that as men and women we need to fucking stop doing?
Well, that having that competitive nature against each other, like, we put on this earth to be partners. Like, there's no reason why I gotta combat you for anything in any arena, whether it's a higher salary, whether it's position in a job, whether it's position in a household, whatever. Like, most relationships, friendships, whatever, the dynamic is, you should have communication. You know what I'm saying? So I think the communication or the miscommunication between both parties somewhere falls short, whether it's somebody's insecurities, whether it's somebody's past. It's a lot that comes with us frictioning back and forth, like, and
ignorance.
It's really no purpose, because at the end of the day, like, who wins or who loses really don't even matter. Like,
true.
Because you gonna go home to your home, you gonna go home to your home, and you gonna have to look at yourself in the mirror. Like, it don't even matter at the end of the day. So, like, what's the competition for? Like, why are you trying to keep up with her or him or whatever? Like, why are we competing? We already struggling as a community, as a culture. Like, why we got to be in competition? Now I know for guys, I understand that kind of alpha male energy where we gotta be doing better, or we want to be the best. I understand that, but you should never do that in regards of putting the next man down.
Facts.
So I don't see it when it comes to that. Now, competitive nature, where iron sharpens iron, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that. That's healthy. That's healthy competition. Like, if you in basketball and y'all going at each other because y'all want to see each other get better and you want to be better, cool. That makes sense. But in regards of, man, I'm doing this to put you down so I could show off in front of the coach. Like, that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the competitive shit, like, it needs to have a purpose behind it.
Okay, what do we need to stop?
What do we need to stop?
Men and women.
I think we need to stop. I want to put this in the best way possible, so I want to say.
Man, just say that shit.
So, because I know it's passion behind both sides, I want to say arguing. Like, I think we need to listen more. Like,
arguing what?
No, I'm just saying on both sides. Like, I'm not giving, because whatever the topic is, everybody feels passionate about their side, which is cool. Like, everybody have their perspective, however they grew up, their experience is cool. But you should also take the time and listen to what the person is saying. So, like, we just yelling, we just talking over each other, and nobody's actually listening to the next person when you can actually learn something. Like, damn, you know what? That kind of makes sense. So you know what? I never thought about it like that, because you never know what somebody has went through and what they seen. You know, for you to actually think like that. So, man, listen. I think we should listen and stop just fucking over talking people.
The nerve of you.
I listen.
You don't fucking listen to shit.
I don't like to listen to you, okay?
Okay, you don't listen to shit.
I don't like to listen. It's a
listen to
difference, okay?
They're cool. Every action has a reaction. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
out of
you
control.
You see that?
Yeah.
Reaction. Action. Reaction. Keep it going.
Oh shit.
Go ahead, cause this gonna turn into some off-scene shit.
Me personally, I feel like motherfuckers just need to grow up. Honestly, like when you really grown, like actually do the work on yourself, and you know for sure you want a partner, things become very clear. I would not compete against a man. I would not compete against someone that I'm looking for a partner. Why would I compete? You know, people don't understand that their role, I should say.
Oh, so it's roles out here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, hold on. Before you go, women, there are roles out
There
here.
are
Okay.
Hold on, I was gonna let her have it.
Oh,
Before you
yeah.
finish, before you get into what you finna say,
I want to see.
explain what you mean when you say that it
This
is
a good one.
rose.
Come on now. You
It's
speak for all
roles.
women in
I
the world.
just really feel like every relationship is different, and once you know your partner, everybody has their strong points and their weak points, and we should be able to balance each other out as a team. So you know your role, and you let your man know his role. You know what I'm saying? Your man already knows his role, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it should be no way you trying to control his end of the board, and it shouldn't be no way he controlling your end of the board, because y'all know y'all roles, period. So I really feel
I mean, well,
like,
you know, we got the next conversation goes into that. So yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
I like
a lot
that.
of people just
I
don't
like
know
that.
their roles. You know,
They
it's
know they-
okay
they know
to
they
be.
place.
Yeah.
I know they place.
I mean, look, we a team. Everybody has
A place.
A place, period. And once you find that out, a lot of things will work smoothly.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I just feel like it'd be a lot of immature things. People too tapped into the social media lifestyle. So they're so easy to tap into that. It's a distraction, you know. So, like I said, once you do the work on yourself, and then you find your partner, then everything will become very clear. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not competing with no man. And that's that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, go ahead, Q.
I think the competition y'all speaking on is because of perception, and I think social media highlights that shit because
Yeah.
Yes.
they use that. All right, I'm gonna post on here because I know I'm gonna get a reaction or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Even when you see shit like these challenges and you see the girls doing it, and then you see the guys jumping in.
Let them have that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
just, I think with that, like that, it's like damn near like a competition. Like, oh, I'm not saying I know what they thinking, but it's like, I can do this better. So they jump on and do the silly shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's stupid, but you know, it is what it is, you know. But I think a lot of that back and forth comes from, well, in my opinion, without social media, it doesn't happen. But they use that to, like, it's magnified because that's all you see a lot of times. But as far as, well, I would say that's something that needs to stop.
Competition.
You know, and like I said a little while ago, I don't think it will, because social media ain't going nowhere. So they're gonna continue with the BS.
Yeah.
They're gonna continue to live a different type of life on there than they do in real life. Because you think about it, guys, why do guys post selfies?
Cause somebody got to see them.
Yeah.
My point, like, you do it for that. You do it because of you know somebody's gonna see it. You want somebody to see it.
Facts.
You damn near looking for attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
say that.
And like I say, with social media, that shit ain't going nowhere. Like, all of that's gonna continue to happen.
Right.
Guys gonna be on there posting their pictures and, you know, showing whatever they got, whether it's some money or you know, a watch or whatever the case is. They gonna continue to do that. Girls gonna continue to show their ass, you know, take a picture with their back to the camera.
That's
you know what I'm
cool.
saying? They gonna
That's
continue to do that shit. You know, like none of that's gonna stop. They gonna continue to post the stories, you know, with the music playing and them making these crazy faces and shit. None of that shit's gonna stop. I mean, I wish it would.
Yeah.
But that shit ain't going nowhere.
Hold on, let me go let me go back. So when you post yourself, you looking for attention?
I don't post selfies.
What you don't post selfies when on your story?
When's the last time you seen that?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You looking for attention? Because I don't look for attention. You know, I'm Mr. Somebody got to see me.
No, I don't post selfies.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't looking for attention because I'm my biggest fan.
Hold on. Go back. What'd you just say? Who what's your
man.
name?
Mr. Somebody got to see me.
y'all out of control.
What the fuck? You
Yo, I'm
said?
finna.
Fuck, I wouldn't want nobody to see me.
I'm finna
Boy, wow.
Just, hold on, we not even finna do that because I could, you know what? Because of the text messages I get, like we got pictures because you want somebody to see you, right?
No, it's not that because I like my own photos. Okay?
You just want to look at yourself.
Yes,
Fuck
okay.
is you talking to?
Okay.
You just want to look at yourself,
Okay,
right?
I'm confident. I'm confident in
I be
myself.
looking like you be asking. You definitely be asking.
Yeah.
All the fucking time, right, bro?
I be asking.
Bro, we got the
Because
photos.
you know why I asked? Because we got a superb ass photographer. I would like to promote his fucking business.
Hey, we still ain't get them though.
And we still ain't get him. The leadership of this motherfucking network.
Ooh,
Okay?
I don't even want to put nobody on blast because I ain't get them. But we're not gonna do that. Go back to your point of view, man. Go back to your point of view, man. 'Cause you definitely post pictures of yourself, though.
But I think
Because you definitely post a picture in front of this wall when somebody asks you was you modeling. But I ain't finna get into that. Go ahead.
I think that needs to stop as far as you know, like I say, that back and forth with that shit kind of nuts. Like, why are you going back and forth with a female? Like, if anything, you should want to be cool. You should, you know, I ain't gonna say shoot at the girl, but why do you want to bump heads? Why do you want to talk shit? Like, I never understood that. Maybe that's a way of you saying or showing that you interested, but that's some kiddie shit.
Like back in the day, hitting the kid and running.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's some kiddie shit. And don't get me wrong, I see guys still do it to this day. You know, and it's kind of weird, but you know, all of that, in my opinion, I think it really should stop. But I don't think it's going nowhere.
No, it ain't.
So to speak on the social media thing, like I used to always say I hate Facebook. No, it ain't Facebook I hate. I fucking hate the people on Facebook. Like all that. I've never seen a species so much in competition with each other. Like mankind, we are so fucked up when it comes to the competition that we are man against man and man against woman. Like I don't even understand this shit. When I just look at Facebook, because I gotta promote this show on Facebook, that's the only way they're gonna let me. And I just be seeing the shit that they be coming up with, and I don't understand it. Like you say, if it weren't for social media, everybody had to live their real life. And I said this back in the last round when Facebook and Instagram and everything crashed for 3-4 hours and everybody had to be themselves. It was a fucking frenzy because you don't know how to be yourself. You know how to be whoever you is on social media. So I said that to say this. Like I feel like competition is the biggest thing. Like I don't even understand how a man could be a competition with a woman. Like what the fuck does she have that you want so bad? Like even if it's money, just go get more money. Even if it's likes on the picture, like post a picture that you want the likes for. Like I don't get what in the fuck that we have in common so much that it turned into a competition. But it's definitely social media. Everything starts with social media, because this is a form of social media. This us having these conversations, but I'm speaking of the negativity behind it, because you know we make it very clear. Like we don't bash women on this show. We just give a lot of shit from our point of view. Yeah. But we're not in competition with a woman, or we're not trying to be better than a woman. It's just shit, sometimes a man, we just want to fucking talk. But I think another thing, we got to stop this arguing, as you said. We need to stop arguing on social media. Especially all that bashing your lady or bashing your guy. Then a week later, y'all in the picture together. Or you see what I'm saying? Or I spoke before when I say guys be like, oh, she ain't shit. But then you taking same pajama pictures with her. Or the woman like, oh, I got options. But then you crying on the phone with this guy because he ain't giving you the attention you want. I just feel like, man, just be your fucking self. Like, hold yourself accountable as a man or a woman, whatever that accountability look like on your end, and be your fucking self. And I'm telling you, a lot of this shit will stop. And I get it, Q, you're right. It ain't gonna never stop because of social media. I get it. But just understand, This ain't black, white, green, and yellow. Mankind, we are fucked up as people. Like fucked up across the board because that's where it started, bro. It ain't. It ain't nobody asking. I bet all black men ain't got all five. I bet all men ain't. Why the fuck does it matter if he got all five? Won't you ask why the fuck he don't? Or the same thing with a woman. If she ain't got all five, won't you try to make her get all five? Why the fuck does it gotta turn into a joke? Yeah. And to piggyback off you, that competition shit. Remember, I said a couple shows ago about the guy that I saw post the swimsuit video and was like, reply as a bad bitch. Like, gee, to this day, that shit has really fucked me up. That man, we are coming out our character of being man because we want to compete with a woman so motherfucking bad, bro. Like, I don't understand how a man could be a bad bitch.
I don't even know how you refer to yourself.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm not gonna say that.
But
men, like in this generation, men have become very sensitive to a lot of things because, and we're gonna go back to how they was raised. It's a difference in this era from our era on how people was raised. So men nowadays have become very, very sensitive. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, you're right.
And that even we could tap into the gun violence. So nobody wants to fight anymore. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and have a conversation. Everybody, exactly. So that right there is going back to how they was raised. Because I don't know. Like, it's just a different time. I'm not gonna lie. It's a different time. So
just go back to when I spoke a couple weeks ago. I say it's our fault, not us three per se.
But you talking about men?
Man,
yeah.
When we start holding each other accountable, it's our fault. When we start holding men accountable and women start holding each other accountable, like instead of us clowning each other in group texts and on Facebook, like hold each other accountable. Like if that's your friend, like ain't no way in hell one of y'all could post anything that I feel have took y'all out of men, and I'ma sit there and not approach y'all about it. Ain't no way in hell any of that shit can go on, and I'll be like, bro. Ain't no way in hell you could have put that and said reply as a bad bitch.
Yeah, no.
Or ain't no way in hell you could have wrote on there like, are you women this, that, and the third, but I bet y'all done got all five. Why the fuck does it matter? Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah.
But it started at home, I'm telling you. That's what goes back to that friendship. If your friends allowing you to do that shit and your friends is laughing and your friends is cool with that, you ain't gonna stop. Right. Everybody do that shit for attention and they think it's funny. That's why I say mankind is fucked up. As human beings, like we are very fucked up across the board when it comes to that shit. You just said men are very sensitive, and you said it's how the way they raised. That may be the case, but if that is the case, yeah,
just grow the fuck up.
That's why I say the sensitivity across the shit. Like I don't know how to be nothing but a man, and we need to start holding each other accountable for that. And women, y'all need to start holding each other accountable and stop trying to hold each other because I want to be a bad. You want to be a bad bitch so bad until a nigga call you a bitch. Like, you want to be a bad bitch so bad. And that may be the case. But whatever your definition of bad bitch is can't be because I'm cute and got a nice ass. That can't just be your definition of
it's a lot of them.
I'm a bad bitch. Because shit, that's the case. It's a lot of them.
And it's a lot of fake ones out there.
Yeah, here you go.
Let's talk about it.
You got something to say, man?
Let's talk about it.
I'm just not gonna tell them what they need to do. That's all.
No, you're right. I'm just speaking like you can't tell another grown person what they gonna do. They probably clown us on this. They probably put in the group text and tell us we think we know every motherfucking thing.
But I think you should say something so people can at least think about it.
Yeah, that's why you just gotta hold people accountable, man. Especially around you. Like I said, you can't control everybody, but the people around me, I'm definitely. Holding
if you're
accountable.
Doing something foul or weird, or you moving different because you want attention, or you insecure about yourself in real life, so you got to be somebody else on social media. I personally don't associate myself with nobody, and if I did, then yes, I would say something to that person. But no, that's definitely.
But this goes back again, like I said before. Ain't no man in no relationship saying that shit, and ain't no woman with no man at home saying that shit. All that shit be coming from a single perspective, or somebody that can't keep no man, that can't keep no woman. That's where a lot of that shit come from.
No, I mean, because you do have some toxic relationships.
No, that goes to that arguing on social media shit like that. That arguing on I don't even understand that.
Like, that's good.
You want
everybody that's
even if you ain't good, that's in the house.
That's in the house. Like everybody got a code. Like everybody got
arguing and saying she ain't shit. I'm done with her. She just done the third. Then y'all take pictures next week. It's like So you cried out for help for exactly what? That let me know you toxic. You just wanted some clout.
Yeah.
And I'm all for the, being toxic in your relationship, not that social media shit. Yeah. Go ahead, be toxic. Yeah, be toxic in your relationship. That shit make it better.
Let's type into that.
I know. What's my toxic?
Yeah, in a relationship.
I'm with all that crazy shit. I'm with all that.
Oh, okay.
Not that social media shit though.
Just as long as it's in the house.
Yeah, in the house.
Just throw shit.
In the house. As long as it's in the house. Whatever the fuck that look like in your house is in your house. That's all I'm saying. But before we leave here, anybody want to touch this? The competitive nature of man versus women. I ain't gonna even call it competition. I'll just call it weird.
Oh, well, I'll just say one more thing.
Go
like
ahead.
I said, I am a very firm female. I know it's a lot of firm females out there, but like I said, we don't need to compete with men at all. Know your role, know your strengths, know your weakness. That's all I got to say.
I like that. Know your role and shut your mouth.
Mm.
Shut your mouth. I just had a WWF kind of WCW.
No, don't try to clear it up. That's what the fuck you meant. That ain't what you referred to. That's what you meant. She need to know her role and shut her mouth. Wow. Q, you got something you want to say, man?
No,
all right, let's get right into it because you keep saying the roles and you keep saying know your place. And you wasn't just speaking for women. You speaking for men and women. So the next part of this is, do you hold your significant other accountable?
Absolutely.
In every aspect of your relationship, whatever it is, marriage, dating, do you hold your significant other accountable? I mean, when they doing good, when they doing bad, when they not holding they end up, when whatever it is, do you hold them accountable? And I'm gonna let you lead this off.
Absolutely. I just feel like we are a reflection of each other. There's no way that I can't correct you or you can't correct me. We supposed to be partners, so we have to move as one, period. So both of us have to be open-minded. It might be some things that I never noticed about myself that I need to fix because it doesn't make you happy or you seeing where I'm liking at. So, absolutely, we supposed to be held accountable. We're grown as fuck. That's y'all need to be tapping into y'all self. Do the work on y'all self. If it's anything that y'all liking at or whatever the case is, be open-minded to that. That's the part of elevating and growing. You have to be open-minded, especially if you with your partner. I'm pretty sure they want you to win as well. So just be open-minded when somebody telling you something that's going to better you.
So what do your accountability look like on your end? Like, what do you believe you supposed to bring to a relationship? Well, with your spouse.
Honestly, when I'm dating, period, it's all about respect is number one. Respect is number one. Going back to how you was brought up, raised. You gotta have some morals behind you, what you stand on, what you believe in. But as far as being a hard worker, yes, I'm looking for those things because I'm a hard worker. So I can't be working towards my goals and you're not doing the same thing or whatever. But if I feel like we should be able to balance each other because we are going to get those moments where we might not feel motivated. My partner's supposed to give me that energy to keep going, so every relationship is different, but I am looking for a certain key tools before we can even do the relationship, period. So that's the importance of dating and being friends first. A lot of y'all don't do that. So, yeah, you'll start to really pick up on if that person is for you based on, those key things, I feel like.
Okay. Jay?
I like that when she said those key tools because there's a few intricacies for me that.
Ooh, that boy speaking big words.
Yeah, boy went to college. Intricacies. Yeah, no, there's a few things that I feel like for me that I would need in my partnership with my companion because I feel like that's what's necessary for me. So the ability to compromise was one of my things that I felt like I needed because there's so much that happens in the world, in your life where things change. So if that's going to happen, are you willing to compromise with that change? A lot of times people are stubborn and stuck in their own ways. So if I know you don't have that ability, which I've been with people who don't have that ability, and it's always a clash, why am I progressing with you? Like, but if I know that you have that and we can communicate, whether you agree to disagree, like, we could surpass our situation. So that was really compromise, communication, are like key things for me that I feel like I would need in my relationship. For everybody else is different, you know what I'm saying? But it just depends.
So if she's falling short, do you bring to her attention?
Yeah. I think one thing I like about myself, you know, pat myself on the back, is I find different ways to communicate that, right? Hey, come on, man.
Go ahead, man.
Come
Go
on,
ahead,
man.
bro.
Hey, cause ain't nobody gonna do it. Bye-bye. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is wrong with you today, bro?
I can't be me. How you tell me be me, don't want me be me?
Be you.
Okay, thank you.
Be you, man.
No, but
You gotta go, man.
I feel like I know how to communicate different ways on how to get that information across. So say if it's like, for instance, like, hey, I don't want you to wash my clothes with lights and darks. You know, I'm just giving an example. And you keep doing it. Then I will show you what I mean, what I want, so you can see it for yourself.
So you won't bug up?
Yeah, because, I mean, especially if you married, man, like, you in it for the long haul, what's the point of you arguing over and over and over and over about the same thing and then thinking like it's going to change when this person ain't getting it? So find different ways on how to communicate what you want to that person, and they may receive it in a different light. I think people need to understand how to really communicate, you know, and because they don't.
Yes.
Like, people just, I just grew up from the south side of Chicago, and this how me and my family talk, and this is what they fucking said, and if you didn't, we whooped your ass. Like, it's 2022. That shit don't work. Like, you gonna have to find different ways on how to get that shit across.
Correct.
So can she hold you accountable?
Absolutely. I'm not perfect. I mean, I think I am. You know what I'm saying? You know, in my mind, my world, you know what I'm saying? Second best thing, you know.
Well, no, say what you really want. Second thing to God, right?
On the guys.
Right, okay. That's what you wanted that's what you really wanted to say, right? God,
on the guys. Second,
no, say it, though.
Second best thing next to God.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Next.
This man's name is God-like.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, follow me. You know what I'm saying? D.I.S.I. All right?
Go ahead, Q. Go ahead, man.
Do I hold her accountable? Yeah, for sure, definitely. And she does the same. I mean, it's some of those conversations are better than others. I mean, only because
Bet your ass ain't laughing then. Go ahead.
you know, only because, you know, for me being in the position I am in my work life, like, I oversee all these people. So when I'm there, it's like I'm that guy, so you can't tell me shit. Well, you can.
No, they can't.
You know, if I'm off on something, cool, tell me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But having that, being in that space and then coming home to hearing that, it's like initially it was like, wait, what? Like, nah. You know, but it took some time. You know, it took some time to be like, okay, I gotta understand. Like, in here, it's like it's a partnership. You know, but in my work life, it's like I'm the top guy. You know what I'm saying? So it took some time, but you know,
so at
just
work you run shit, at home you don't run nothing. That's what you're saying. Wait, go ahead. I'm listening. My bad. I just
no,
Okay,
don't try to throw me in that.
So,
Go ahead.
what did you do personally to, like, change that from going from work and then coming home and trying to, like, configure, like, how you maneuver at home?
Well, after whatever may have been said, like whatever shit I said, it's like, okay, sit back. Like, wait a minute. Like, nah, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't move like that. Not in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't that. I'm not. Yes, I'm the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of certain things, but at the same time, it's like, okay, we're one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to being at work, and it's like, I'm not one with them. You know what I'm saying? So it just took a couple of conversations. So after just communicating and, you know, just me sitting back like, okay, cool, I gotta stop doing that shit. You know, everything was cool. But those conversations, they 100 times better than what they used to be.
Good.
So
good.
yeah, things are cool when it comes to that.
So I'm gonna say, yeah, you gotta hold me accountable. You gotta check me, cause I get caught in my ways, and sometimes it be indirectly, not knowing what I'm doing, and you know I could be very masculine at times, and can't nobody tell me shit at times. But we speaking about holding me accountable, you definitely gotta check me. You definitely. Because if you don't say nothing to me, I'm not gonna understand nothing I'm wrong. So I will say when it come to me, check me, cause I'm definitely letting the motherfucker know when they falling short. Cause I feel like them conversations got to be held now. Do I agree with you when you said not to argue? I'm not saying walk in and just get straight to arguing, but sometimes that shit come with it. Like you said, your conversation done got better, but some, like you said, they probably was bad at one point. I already give a fuck how the conversation brought. We got to just have it. So if we arguing, if we texting, if we on the phone, if we over dinner, whatever way we communicating, it gotta happen. Because I feel like a lot of things that goes wrong in a relationship is because A, the woman lets the man just be the man at all time and don't check his ass, and B is the man believe he's the man too fucking much that he can't get checked. Now I believe we are man and we supposed to let us be man in certain extent, but don't let us just walk over you to the point that, oh yeah, we think it's cool. So for me, definitely check me, definitely bring it up to me, because if I feel on love, I'm bringing it up. If I feel your food bad, I'm bringing it up. If the sex life is bad, I'm bringing it up. If you done spent money on the fucking Amazon and you done did all this, I'm bringing it up. Like,
if she don't, I'm sorry to cut you off. If she don't bring it up or anything like that, is the respect lost?
I will have a problem with her because in my eyes it's gonna be, hey, don't be calling your friends and telling that I'm doing this to you and I never knew that I did this to you, or don't let it build up and one day you just spaz the fuck out and it's like, all right, well, cool. Evidently you've been dealing with this shit this long. How did I know it was wrong? But I'm just saying, in dealing with me, we gotta hold each other accountable at whatever conversation or however it's brought. Like I don't care about that part. Go ahead. What up?
You said her cooking was bad and her sex was bad.
You not gonna tell your person that?
You should.
What the fuck?
I'm not saying. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how it come off, because I know you and how I'm thinking in my
how
head.
I probably said it.
Is.
But like, the point of it, I'm not always saying my delivery is good, but you're not going to be able to say I never told you.
Okay, do you think that's something you should work on?
Thank
because
you.
it's not what
Come
you
on.
say, it's how
Listen,
you say
but
it.
that may be the case.
It is
It may be the case.
Listen,
Hey,
That's
hold
the
on.
case.
Hold on. Did we
You
not
gonna
have a
be
conversation
sensitive
about,
with me,
hey, bro?
honey, like,
Hey,
what?
tell me good morning before.
I told you, y'all. Look, and you fell right into the trap that
I don't care.
people only listen to what they want to hear, because
No.
I clearly stated I don't care how the conversation is brought. I didn't say I'm just walking in and bugging up. I said I don't care how the conversation is brought. I said we could be texting, we could be fighting, we could be laying in the bed, we could be over there. However the conversation is brought, check me, because I'm definitely holding your ass accountable.
Hey,
is what I said.
Okay.
America, homie lying. Okay, he flipping over tables. He a nut. He a whole.
Not at this point in my
life.
life. I mean, I done had some days when I done let my attitude get the best of me. But we're not here to talk about that. We here to talk about me being held accountable.
You are better, man.
I am, like, you know firsthand. Like, gee, I had a real problem. But like what I'm saying, because at one point you couldn't tell me shit. I was never wrong. Like, and that's just how it really was. And you knew
like
that.
30 minutes ago?
You
What
a
are you
motherfucker
talking
liar.
about, bro? Like,
But I'm just saying, on the serious level, like, really hold me accountable,
yeah,
because
for sure.
like I say, like you just asked me, am I telling her sex bad? We had this conversation back in earlier, like we physical creatures. I will hope she tell me that I'm falling short pleasing her. I will hope she tell me that I'm falling short financially, or I hope she tell me I'm falling short dating her. I will hope the same way I hold her accountable, I want to be held the same way, because I'm telling you, do not spaz out and just be like, I told you, I'm not a fucking mind reader. I don't know how to read minds. I know how to read people. I don't know how to read minds. That's the difference. So I don't, just hold me accountable is all I'm saying. And I want that across the board in my house. Hold me accountable, because we know damn well I'm holding you accountable. We know I'm holding y'all accountable. As much shit as I give y'all know what the place is coming from. Like, I don't really be on y'all ass. I just be telling you, say good morning. Say hello, Tim.
Listen.
How the fuck are you doing before we just get into a conversation?
Do you hear that shit?
Yes.
Bro.
Okay, I'm just starting knowing y'all ass. I'm telling you, next one of y'all text me and say something
Oh
that.
my God, bro.
And somebody on our team brought it to my attention, so I need to apologize to y'all for just throwing in conversation, not speaking, because I hate that shit. So I'm gonna do better. But I'm telling you, Q, and I'm telling you, Jo, the next time one of y'all text me without speaking, I swear for God, I'm gonna leave your ass on read.
Nino wildin'.
but that's serious. But that's a serious thing, man. I feel like relationship, friendship, whatever it is, bro, we just really gotta start holding ourselves accountable. And I really appreciate you coming over here and speaking for the women and saying like that they have roles and what they need to do. Because if we would have said it would have been, we're attacking women. But to hear from a woman, cool. Now I'm gonna text you all the comments I get. So now I can tell you, because it ain't got to be some. Tim, y'all always need a woman perspective. Well, we got one. So this ain't no D.W.I.S.I. This ain't that what ain't. She spoke from her heart, and I appreciate that. But anything you want to speak about before we move on?
No, man.
I forgot to do that at the top of the show, so it just came to mind real quick. Recap from Chivalry episode. You got anything you want to say, Q, from your fan base?
Nah, people just think they just think we funny.
Oh, okay.
They just think we funny. That's all. But no, that was it. It was just a lot of people was certain parts. They thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
I could agree.
Yeah.
Y'all some amusing guys.
Yeah. You know what? I had a couple fans of the show. I'm not gonna say their names.
Yeah, but no name.
Are single women. Says Chivalry did, and we just mentioned like all the issues and problems be coming from single women. Yeah.
Chivalry not dead though.
I know, because you know what? The ones that's good, they put up. They nice, they comfy, warm, snuggled up at night. All the single ones, they grabbing sheets and pillows and stuffing them there, because they cold.
But I still know chivalry isn't dead. But I feel like that comes from how you carry yourself as a woman, and when you know genuine people, then you pick up on those type of things. So
before I let you speak about, because you watched it and you got your recap, because this will be the first time we have in-house recap from someone that's not part of the show. So I'm interested to hear what you got to say. But I'm gonna say this. Same thing as Weekly. Like they love the topic. They love to hear man perspective. I'm not gonna say his name, but someone posted Offset showing his shoe collection. It was like Q may have some competition. So I rebutted. Hold on. No. He our biggest supporter.
Oh, you
no. So he wasn't saying it.
Right.
He wasn't saying it negative. He just one of them guys that if he see shoes or anything, he do the same thing. Send me topic. So no, this wasn't negative.
Okay, all right.
It was more so.
You, man. We love
it was more so of a laughter conversation, because I said this: give Q the same publicity and money that Offset had. It's gonna prove my point. Nobody's fucking with bro when it comes to the knowledge of a shoe.
Yeah.
Like I said, he may not have all the shoes. Then granted, we not rich, but
Yeah,
I'm still ready to put you in a room with
anybody.
any of them people that got 1,000,001 shoes. Even PJ Tucker. And I don't think nobody shoe collection fucking with PJ Tucker. But
yeah, it's like that's a different level. It's like they got connections, they got money.
Yeah.
A lot of them get their shit for free.
a lot of just to wear them.
It's
Yeah.
gifted. Like, here you go. Shit, I
Like
wish.
everybody at UNC.
Give me
if you
something
go to
free.
Oregon,
I'll be good.
Yeah.
But the chivalry, like I had a lot of women and guys, like did not want to tell me that it was dead. It was more so that it's not talked about and people have given up on it. It's not so much that it was dead, but they definitely like the point that we talked about it. But like I said, this is gonna be the first time we have in-house recap, so I want to hear your point. Like, what did you take from the show?
Like I said, chivalry is not dead. when how you carry yourself depends on how a person is going to treat you and if they want to do something for you. I also know the difference when somebody is being thirsty and someone that actually just want to do something good for you. But I would say, like, it has become very rare, only because, like, you got some women that feel like they deserve that just because, like y'all said, oh, they bad bitches and I look good. They expect men to kiss their ass. You know what I'm saying? Certain men, yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, nowadays, they think all men supposed to come like that. I'm not gonna lie.
See, so that goes back to what I was going to say. Like, I don't have a problem when a woman calling herself a bad bitch. I don't care, but I hope you ain't a bad bitch because you think you cute and your body nice. I hope that's not the reason that you are a bad bitch. I don't really care if you call yourself that. I just really hope it's more to that, because that look shit, hey, I'm a strong believer. Hey, that you gotta look good, but I ain't saying I'm better than no man because how I look. I just feel like it's a lot more things I have to offer than just because I look good or you got a nice body. That's my only thing with the bad bitch conversation.
Yeah, but if I hear a woman call themselves a bad bitch, that lets me know what you think of yourself. And because from what I know from business professionals, like being around politicians and doctors and lawyers and DEAs, like, so that term is never thrown around.
So what the fuck do you think yourself when you call yourself the God?
Exactly that. What? I know I ain't stutter. I know I was clear. I clear everything.
You the God.
A, D, whatever. Z. This how I think about myself. I think
I'm all with the cockiness. Go ahead.
Why I call myself that, so that everybody knows, is because I want to think of myself at the highest regard, however that is, like king, queen, whatever that may be. Because for so long we've been taught to think of ourselves as the lowest. So I reverse training myself and how I think and how I perceive myself. And if you think that's cocky, cool. You need to do something with yourself and your identity. It has nothing to do with me.
Talk your shit, King.
Okay?
Talk your shit.
But if you understand where I'm coming from, then you understand, like, it's not a malicious intent on how I view myself. You just need to do your own research and why I call myself that, and then you can see.
But don't, when they hear God, all they think about is so they don't understand.
Oh, we gonna have another episode of that with the Jesus believers and all that, because we gonna have that episode, but we ain't gonna spill it today. We gonna so before we get into the shoe of the day, do anybody have anything they want to say? Anything else about the show? Anything we discussed today? No, I'm smooth.
No.
You good? All right, so we know what time it is.
It's class.
Class for to be in session. But before we let him speak, we gonna we gotta show off our shoe game and our socks, and it's just so funny. I'm gonna let you go first
because I have
you got bad bitch socks on. So I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
And let you talk about your shoe and talk about your sock real quick and
okay.
Go ahead.
Honestly, y'all, I really don't know much about shoes. I thought they were cute. The socks as well. I felt like the socks were cute as well. But I don't go around and say I'm a bad bitch or whatever. And I feel like it's nothing wrong with, if that's your attitude, you feel like you're doing a damn thing. Hey, you a bad bitch to do that shit. You feel me? But hey, I'm dressed in comfy. These my comfy shoes, and they're cute with my cute little socks.
I didn't peep it. Like, I peeped it when I had said it. I'm like, oh shit, she got bad bitch up the leg. Like, okay, but she gonna have to talk about herself. Go ahead, Jay.
So these shoes are very sentimental to me. Okay, reason being is because my son got these for me. Right.
Ooh, okay.
So. Mind you, these are just some felines they call ray tracers, right? But the reason why he got them for me is because he like, Dad, I know you're going on the show. I want to get you some shoes. You always support me. I want to support you.
That's deep.
I'm like,
that's what's up.
Wow, that hit me like really hard. So I'm like, hey son, when I get on the show, I'm gonna tell them what you told me, and I'm gonna let them know like why I'm wearing these shoes. Cause I honestly probably would never buy them, but out of respect and love for my son, hey, I'm a rock them. So they just some trainer shoes. They some felines. They actually feel good.
Yeah, they
Shout out to
definitely
my
look
son. They the right size. They feel good.
Yeah.
And no, they smooth. So I had to freaking with the Apple Jacks.
Okay,
You know what I'm
there we
saying?
go.
Because a motherfucker can't tell me jack shit out here. Okay.
Okay, God. Okay, God, I like that.
All
I like
right.
that, sir. I
You know
like
what I'm
that. I
saying?
like that right there.
But I mean, I'm cool. I just want to be here for class. Now, before you go off, sir, okay, I don't know nothing about these shoes. But I do know about the actual athlete, Bo Jackson, okay?
Right.
He is
You
arguably...
just took over the segment.
No, because I got to get this off my
Yeah,
chest,
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Because he's
Get it off your
arguably the best two-way sport athlete. Now...
Arguably.
Arguably, only reason why I say that is because I'm a huge Deion Sanders fan.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. Yeah.
But like we talking about somebody that ran a 4.3 that was a tank at running back, probably the best college running back, probably arguably one of the best NFL running backs, and one of the best baseball players. I'm just saying, like that's a conversation that has always been had, and Deion and Bo have talked about this shit. Matter of fact, go on Disney Plus. Deion got a 30 for 30 special on there, super dope, and Bo is on there. I know about these shoes, but I never had a pair, so I'm here. You know,
Let me before I show my son speak on that. You gave Bo Jackson a lot of.
Bo that deal.
I don't agree with the. I agree that he's great two-way, but to say he's one of the best in the NFL, hell no, bro. He's not
Bo
even.
Jackson?
He had a good rivalry with the linebacker from the Seattle.
That man was.
But to say he's one top 5, hell no. But
yes.
But Deion Sanders played in the World Series and a playoff game in the same exact day, bro. We're not even finna have a conversation who's the greatest athlete to ever be on the planet. It's Deion Sanders.
I understand that.
Two-way is Deion Sanders. But you know,
we matter of fact, we had this conversation.
We had this conversation on the sports edition. But I just had to clear that up. But I was told today that we were staying away from Jordan, so I had to fall in line. I got my Converse All-Star Caters.
Those hard. I like those.
Now you talking about comfortability? This probably one of the most comfortable shoes in my collection. That's just off this thick ass foam, and I know a lot of people back in the day you probably wasn't wearing Converse, but that's like the Levi's. You didn't wear Levi's, but now you wear Levi's. You didn't wear Converse, but now you weren't wearing Felines back in the day. But like how the generation changed. Like I got 2 pair of these, a different color. I like these. And far as socks, Jay, you really impressing me. You know, you see me though. You got a while to catch up, but you really impressing me, man. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to the teacher and let him go ahead and teach this class real quick.
Notepad out.
Go ahead, Q.
I mean, well, you kind of
Took the show.
yeah.
No.
You described the shoe without even knowing you was doing it. Like,
Nah, man, but I don't know nothing about the shoe really, so I'm here for that.
Well, before that, today I got on the Yeezy 700. This was when they first came around. I mean, real quick, I fucked up last week, y'all. I said we had a Yeezy 700 on the wall. I called it a foam runner. It's a wave runner. For any of y'all, some of the guys caught it and they text me. Y'all know I usually don't flip and fuck up like that. So yeah, let me correct that. So yeah, this like I said, Yeezy 700, a mauve colorway. And for the socks, I got on plain black socks. I got they Adidas socks. So ain't no sense of showing that.
this guy, man.
But to get to the shoe of the day, it's as J.O. said, Bo Jackson or SC Trainer. This is the third version of it. The first one was back in the day, like 87 was the first release of it.
Some of our fathers weren't even born.
Different style, had a strap on it and all that. But like I say, this was the third version. Debuted in 1990. One of the few two-sport athletes that had, a successful shoe drop like Deion too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this a Georgetown colorway. It ain't nothing too crazy, man. Just wanted to show something different outside of the usual, the retro. But this one released last year. For anybody that follows Bo Jackson and knows about his shoes, I mean, of course you had the black and gray for the Raiders. It's a ton of different colorways, but this one, in my opinion, probably This is probably the best silhouette. Well, to me, I ain't gonna say it's the best in my opinion.
Real dressy. Like it looked like you could dress down with these.
Yeah, originally it was made, as a trainer, a cross trainer shoe. But of course, now these days we turn all of these running shoes, training shoes into, something for lifestyle. So we wearing it, putting it with fits and things like that.
Yeah.
So
like you said, he wore at awards. He wore the black and white ones though.
Yeah.
The open color, yeah.
So yeah, these days you probably 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna see anybody training in them, just because the shoes, the way they are today, technology done changed so much. But now you will see somebody wearing these with a fit or something. So, but yeah, like I say, it's the SC Trainer 3, a Bo Jackson for what the hood calls it. So yeah.
Get to the wall.
Oh well, today we
stayed away from Jordan. That was what it was. We stayed everything away from Jordan.
So we did a couple of different signature athletes to have their own shoes. So of course everybody knows that top one, that's
the GOAT.
Kobe, the Kobe 6, and then we have a LeBron, a Christmas joint, Foam Posit, and then Charles Barkley, a CB94.
All right, so that was a little bit of that in that class, but I just love to hear the replies back when it come to the shoes. But man, before we get up out here, man, let the people know where they can reach you at, your IG page, and all that good stuff.
Y'all can find me on Instagram, DSimone 2_ Allure. Y'all can follow my cooking page. That's Boss Taste Catering. I do all my content on both pages, so y'all can check me out. If y'all want to book any food or anything like that, hit me up. I do not cook beef or pork, so yeah, sorry y'all, but that's where y'all can find me at.
All right, man, and on that note, man, that wraps up another episode of D.W.I.S.I. Make sure you go to our YouTube page, and we appreciate all the likes and we appreciate the comments, but we need you guys to subscribe. We need that. But catch us next week. We out.
Bon appetit. I be cooking what you looking for, who got the heat. Wrote these books on how to get it, all I need's a beat. Breaking bread with all my niggas, ain't no breaking me. I just write it how I see it.